Welcome to today's Research Business Daily Report, where we've got an observation about 5 online survey myths. And then the New York Times has disclosed a core digital component which allows it to understand readers, and it's a big part of their upcoming plans. RBDR is sponsored today and this week by Precision Opinion. 100% compliant with FCC TCPA cell phone calling regulations. Can your caddy provider promise you all that? Yesterday we spoke about the problems that Gallup and other pollsters are facing, and today we want to take it a little bit more broadly. Let's look at online research as a whole, because Q-Sample Marketing Director Miguel Connor says there are 5 myths that exist about doing online research. Number 1 on his list is any belief that online panels are always ready to take on a project. Connor urges patience before and during an online survey project so that you are actually acknowledging the energy, the resources, and the non-stop project management that is needed to ensure that a panel is up to snuff. Myth number 2 is that more questions will generate better data. Connor states that research actually shows the opposite, that the shorter the questionnaire, the more and better data will be generated. And never forget about what we all know about respondent fatigue and what happens as a result of longer surveys. The third myth declares that online results roll in very quickly. Connor says on average, an online result should arrive in 3 to 7 days. If it comes in earlier, it might be a cause for concern, then it could be a reason to contact your panel provider. Myth number 4, incentives are unnecessary. Unnecessary? Huh? Enough said about that. And the 5th myth is that online respondents are patient when they take your survey. Now, every one of us could easily dispute that. Connor says people are busy and less than passionate about most research surveys. And what do I think about that? Duh. Next, I regularly tell people that if the New York Times and the Wall Street Journal have not yet figured out how to effectively monetize online readership that balances the drops in their financial results from their hard copy papers and increases substantially what they get from their digital editions, what hope do small publishers like myself have? On the program Reliable Sources on CNN this past Sunday morning, the Times executive editor Dean Baquet discussed an internal 11-page strategy memo that said the New York Times must be transformed for the digital age. He made a point about the company going aggressively after what he sees as a big opportunity, specifically a much larger international audience. Right now it represents 12 to 13% of total Times readership. Baquet noted that publishers overseas have been waiting for the New York Times to make a major move in that direction. And he said, quote, "We haven't gone out to this point to figure out what those readers want, but we are going to do that," end of quote. Earlier this summer, Abigail Edge blogged on journalism.co.uk about a speech that explained how the New York Times is using Reddit to gain audience insights. Director of Analytics Innovation James Robinson told the World News Media Congress in Washington that attempting to boil down engagement to a single metric, quote, is in many ways a futile task because engagement is something that happens in your heart and mind. It's an emotion, end of quote. Robinson added that Times, quote, metrics are centered around not just measuring engagement, but seeking to understand what motivates a reader to interact with a story in some way, end of quote. So he added that metrics are tricky because when you consider them purely as a number, it is easy to misinterpret them and take them out of context. Monitoring Reddit is one way that the editors of the Times listen to their audience. It's not perfect, they say, but it's a way to see which stories are actually sparking discussion. And Reddit is actually now part of the online paper edition strategy to, quote, capture unexpected value by concentrating on select Reddit Reddit online discussions. Robinson noted 2 proprietary Reddit-based tools that the Times has created. One is a bot. It generates and sends to the Times messages every time one of its stories is being discussed on Reddit. And secondly, Reddit has also become a source for stories. Robinson claims it is all very much part of understanding audience segments and its hard copy or print or digital editions. It's all a matter of content. That's your Research Business Daily Report. We've been sponsored today and this week by Precision Opinion, 100% compliant with FCC TCPA cell phone calling regulations. Can your caddy provider promise you all that? To precisely understand the full implications of TCPA compliance, and this is nothing to be laughed at, you need to be on top of it and what it means to you and your research. So check out the link created by Precision Opinion, which in a few words lays it all out for you and in a very clear way. The link is precisionopinion.com/TCPA-compliance/. Have a great research day, and we'll look forward to seeing you back here with us tomorrow.